So this EP realistically started life around March, April time of 2021. I was in between uni degrees for various reasons. My mental health was a bit shite. At the time, I was listening to a lot of Opeth and Porcupine Tree. Some parts of it I couldn't even play at the time. I was just using Guitar Pro 7 and being like, yo, haha, I wish I could play this.
We started writing the songs for Vanitas probably, mid to late 2021. That's kind of how it began, really. It definitely began with Ghostly Coast, and I spent ages trying to get my head around the vocals. Even after I wrote the vocals for it, I still couldn't sing the vocals that I wrote because it's just so difficult. And I think that's when the seed was really planted for Vanitas. It was just such a step up from the previous songs we had written. It almost didn't feel right to play it alongside our other material at the time as Verb the Noun.
I kind of used it as a way to get through depression to a degree, because it was just a good thing to channel my energy through at the time.
So the start of Vanitas, and also the end of Verb the Noun.
Verb the Noun kind of started ending, I'm gonna say, around September, October 2021 time. It was post the Doom release. The name was starting to get on my tits. I'm the one who came up with the name Verb the Noun, so I just thought it was a funny joke at the time.
Yeah, we kind of came to the terms that we wanted a bit more. We wanted to be taken a bit more seriously, not by other people, but I think mostly by ourselves.
It was really when we was looking for a new guitarist. We had these new songs in the works with Ghostly Coast, and I think Breaking Illusions came next summer of 2021. We kind of started piecing together the ideas, started thinking, hey, look, we've been using this joke name Verb the Noun for ages. We want to be taken seriously as a band. When we say seriously, we still joke around, but we wanted to show people, okay, look, we're not some kind of joke cover band. We have this cool music, right? So we thought, why not rebrand?
And then thank you, 3 months trying to find a name, and then Mitch had a song called Vanitas, and I was like, hey Mitch, use this song name as band name, and there we go. It's also the name of the EP.
Jade and John really jumped onto the name. They really liked it. And Vanitas is just a character from Kingdom Hearts.
Did hear about Verb the Noun before, many moons ago. It's purely when I was gigging, doing other stuff. I've heard and known of you guys. And then I sort of took a break for a while and didn't really do much music-wise. And then lockdown was a thing, of course. This lovely gentleman that you will see somewhere over there, DM'd me.
I bumped into him a long time ago in I'm gonna say 2013, 2014, where I was going to the Periphery Juggernaut tour when they were touring the album Juggernaut just after it came out. And I bumped into him and his beautiful dad. So after being aware of Elijah for ages, kind of finding out he was a Kingdom Hearts fan, I was like, yo, he likes the JRPG kind of thing. He likes modern metal. What if I were to befriend him and then ask him to join my band?
Asking if I wanted to jam and do some cool proggy stuff. And it seemed like my jam, so yeah, I went for it. Okay, so first impressions, nervous, but excited. It was good nerves.
Honestly, we had that much of a ball ache finding a new guitarist that when we finally got Elijah and we had this complete lineup, this new band, it was so exciting because it was just finally.
I was very nearly the guitar player for Vanitas. Honestly, I find playing bass much more relaxing and much more comforting for me, and I would honestly go as far to say I'm a better bass player than guitar player.
So the first Vanitas photo shoot was very chaotic.
Can't remember that one is. I think it was the one where it was cold and in Cannock Chase. It was the one in Cannock Chase.
We are en route to pick up Mark for the first ever Vanitas photo shoots. Yeah! I'm so excited. This is one of the first things we're doing as a new band. So it's It's exciting. It feels like it's finally beginning. We've had lots of planning and meetings and rehearsals, but not much actually going out and doing stuff yet. We're going for a blue, pink, purple combination, sort of a theme to match our logo and our artwork and stuff. He's ripped off his jeans.
DIY boys.
I'm in very uncomfortable whatever the fuck material this is.
You want life hacks on how to rip jeans 101? Right, get them good old craft knives, right? You slice them, you do little slices, and you twist up the slices so it looks all good old,
DIY with Mitch.
you know, good old frayed and all that. And then you do little cuts all over the place to get old. And then if you want to be stupid, you create yourself a mini nightmare by cutting where the pockets go. So the pockets constantly come out of the look.
What, like Mitch did?
Oh, there it is. Oh, pocket!
Yeah, very
pocket.
smart move on your half. What's this you're listening to?
Coast to coast.
New
New signal that Vanitas is
signal.
going to be the henchest West Midlands band.
We'll try our best. We'll at least be the henchest West Midland band with cinematic jam. Mark is here. We are en route to Cannock Chase for our photo shoot.
Yeah.
And we're almost there.
If you've watched Batman Spider-Man, leave a comment, please.
You're not a metal band if you don't do a photo shoot in a forest, am I right?
Yeah.
We have arrived. Haha. We made it to the forest. It is very cold and windy.
Cannock Chase was fucking cold.
It was f***ing cold.
Cold, very cold.
It wasn't fun to take. They find Neanderthals in ponds in Cannock Chase and thaw them out.
I'm over there. Got a tree.
Yep, John decided to bring an entire tree with him. We have about an hour of daylight left because we had some delays to starting, and then it's probably going to rain as well after that. So we're battling nature today. John, quite literally. Don't worry, he will not be wearing the beanie in the photo shoot. I will not allow it.
So those of you who know me, I always wear a beanie. And I always wanted to have one in the photo shoot, but I'm never allowed one by Mitch because it's branded from Adventure Time and we would get sued to fuck by Cartoon Network and also Paramount Pictures. So I would either have to apply for licensing or I could just not have the beanie in photo shoots or gigs. Makes me sad.
Daniel is an absolutely legendary photographer, to be honest with you, and it is understandable why they kind of made us go out at like when it was becoming night. Some of the photos, the lighting, and like the sky is chef's kiss.
Look at all these aesthetic trees.
I'm a tree now.
Oh, we got some pretty good group shots up there. Kind of like vertical ones for posters and things. John!
Yes, you will.
Yeah, John decided to test how cold the water was because he has a death wish.
3, 2, 1. 20 triple X.
That looks good. Oh,
That's some edge, that.
that looks cool. I like that.
Yeah. Who wants to go next? I'm voting Mark.
Go on then, Mark.
I like having my jacket on. Get one of you looking straight towards the camera like that. So 3, 2, 1.
So, tying into the photo shoot, we really thought long and hard about the aesthetic for Vanitas. You know, with Verb the Noun, it was kind of just us all wearing our own clothes, not putting too much thought into it. But with Vanitas, we really wanted a cohesive image, and our sort of idea was kind of some traditional metal things like, you know, black and chains and whatever else.
Like for the first photo shoot, I was like, okay, pastel colors, everybody, because it was just one. It's a more modern look that everybody really liked. Well, I really like it, and I'm pretty smart. Yes, we should make out. Yeah, directionally, it's just very, very new wave, very pastel, very, but still like gothic and metal in all the right ways, but very new wavy as well.
Bow, 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 wow, wow.
Wait, not.
Wait, what's going on here?
To see what it looks like with like your jumper with nothing underneath it. Okay, now. 1.
I had very hard nipples that day.
John's 2022 nude calendar coming your way soon. What the f***? There's a bear! I see it, it's over there!
No more bears in the UK, we tried that.
Alright, what's going on here? Look at that photoness. Look at that blondness. Look at that. I'm gonna zoom right in on her face now. Look at what is this?
Stop!
Zoomed in on the blooper.
Here she goes. Look at that.
Blooper. Times 30 zoom. Only on photo.
Only on photo. Get RKO'd by Tree! Tree RKO John!
Okay, it is really dark now. We are done with the shoot. We got some decent photos.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see them. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Say bye everyone, bye!
Goodbye. So when it came to the EP, my methodology to record the EP was cry. I start with kind of like MIDI programming drums and that, getting the drum vibes right. And then once that's all sort of sorted, I kind of just dive headfirst into rhythm guitars, to be honest with you.
Wow, a scale of 1 to probably infinite of being regarding chords. Ghostly Coast specifically. Probably a high infinite, I'd say. Yeah, just why?
Ghostly Coast is kind of where it all began. And that was like, that's how I figured out the tones through my beautiful friend Luigi. He is king and helped me with like tones so impeccably. He is like the tone man. Then it's bass. Bass always comes like third to me. Kinda, when drums and guitars are established, you kind of come up with little ways that the drums and bass can kind of play together and interlock. Like the intro riff of Ghostly Coast. I think during the first repeat of it, there's certain parts where the bass doesn't play, so it allows the drums and bass to kind of ramp up in intensity together. And then backing normally comes last, but sometimes, like with Breaking Illusions, the backing was done last, but with Vanitas, the backing was done arguably before most of the rest of it, because I was like, hee, I'm gonna add this stupid flute arpeggio before the first chorus. But in my head, I was like imagining all these orchestras like.
Filming Ghost Coast was a good chaotic. Just had fun with it. It was a fun day. We done loads of different shots and different, sort of things to try out.
Standing up to me, are you? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be in the lobby with these are you? It's really long, mad. Wow. Whose side are you on?
I played the boss character in the Ghostly Coast music. My headcanon for his character was he was just a racist sexist who couldn't read or write. That was it. That's who I was playing.
For a lot of the songs, I didn't start writing the lyrics until early January of 2022. So here's some videos of me earlier this year writing Vanitas and Breaking Illusions lyrics. I've just finished writing, do you know what, I haven't named it yet, but currently we're calling it Tom Bomb. It is now called... I'm just finishing off the vocals for the final track in the EP, which is the self-titled track Vanitas. So let's get into it. What I do is got my notebook here and I just scribble a bunch of like vague themes. I know that Vanitas is going to be a happy song. It's kind of like a finale, and really the EP is about first experiences, both good and bad, and Vanitas is kind of like the outcome. No, I don't like that. No. Okay, so I had an idea for the chorus. Something to do with like, I found the light, my heart glows so bright. Which, A, it rhymes, which is cool. But B, it's becoming a running joke that light is the only lyric I put in every song. There's at least 4 songs I've written now that has the word light in them. You know the whole meme that Spencer from Periphery puts misery in every song? It's becoming the joke that my version of that is light. But you know what? It's good to have a brand, isn't it? So I'm gonna keep writing light and everything. Who cares? Who's gonna stop me? Through, not in, through. Through deeper lows? Deeper lows, does that make sense? I don't care. I don't care if it makes sense. I like it. Through deeper lows, I found a light. Because the previous 2 songs of the EP are like super sad and about sad things. So it's like, even though I went through all the sad stuff, I found a way out. Found a light. And you can fight me if you don't like the word light. Let's try it. 2 lines. I've written 2 lines in 15 minutes. Great. Okay. Reach higher highs, because I've done lower lows, deeper lows, deeper lows. Now I've got higher highs. When I'm songwriting, I think a lot of the time I get imposter syndrome and I judge myself and I go, well, that's dumb. That's a dumb lyric. I hate that. And I think with everything I've ever written, I've thought it's dumb and hated it until it's finished. And then when it's finished and you sing it all together, you go, oh, actually, this is pretty good. Oh, okay, I got something cooler. New passions grow. New passion grows, we've set our sights. New passion grows, we've set our sights. To the stars, into the night. To the stars, into the night. Exploding light. The hardest song to write lyrically on this EP, I'd say Vanitas potentially, because I just got stuck on it for a long time. I mean, as the clip sort of shows, and I had all these ideas bouncing around, and I wasn't sure which one to stick with, and I kept sort of going back on myself with lyric ideas and going, oh no, that's stupid. But the final result I was really, really happy with. But Vanitas is one of those songs that I put down for like 2 months and then I picked it back up again and just in that clip you saw, like within a night I just finished off Breaking Illusions and finished off Vanitas, and it's one of those things where it just kind of happened quite quickly.
So the actual hardest part of the EP for me is, I am probably gonna say the Ghostly Coast solo, because I tapped 24th fret 2 times in that solo, which is an absolute thing of a do, and you should never do that, like, ever. It's either that, or I would probably say, surprisingly, Carry On's intro riff, in my opinion, can be quite easy to play with. If you don't get it right, you kind of it sounds like you're fumbling down some stairs or some shit at times.
So there was some less than ideal moments during recording the vocals. POV cam. Oh, I've been filming for the last 40 seconds. As you can probably see from the clips and stuff, it was all recorded in this very bedroom. This is where me and Mitch live, and we do everything in this room. So us kind of manoeuvring around microphones and I don't know, our duvet on the wardrobe to kind of dampen the sound for like a week or 2 was a bit frustrating, but it was definitely worth it. Vanitas EP, vocal recording, behind the scenes. Called each other a lot of names in a fun way, though.
Here we see a diva vocalist being a right and utter end.
Oh, sorry, I'm a diva because I want actual good content to put on our band page instead of just dabbing in every photo like you do. Sorry, I care about the people that watch our videos and listen to our music. Sorry, that's so diva-ish of me. Whoa, whoa. Should I do the octave? Whoa. I taught Mitch to sing a few backing vocal parts. Do you want to practice?
Yeah, do it with me.
So it's whoa. So through the process of recording The backing vocals, when I was teaching Mitch to sing a few things, there were a few incidents.
She's using One Punch Man as a stand here. I'm not happy about that. What is this angle? Straight up, you better put these back. I'm just saying.
I will! I do like
Messed
that.
up all my figures just for... Yeah, she just broke one.
I didn't break it. I did actually break his figure. For this segment, we call it Teaching Mitch Backing Vocals because we need male vocals. Your starting note is whoa. So I'll sing it and then you sing it back and then we'll do it together.
Okay.
Whoa. Is that low for you or is that
We'll find out.
Okay.
Alright. Can you do it with me? Because it makes
You're
it
doing the
feel
octave lower than me,
yeah. I don't know. We'll find
I
out.
don't know. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1.
Whoa. That sounds spicy.
Whoa.
What's good on that?
You was a bit flat.
Whoa. Whoa.
I mean, you randomly decided to do it the octave up.
I'm gonna layer it now. Fuck it. Why not? We're doubling me now.
Oh, don't get too cocky.
Yeah, baby.
Chill out.
Do you
Ready?
like the flavor of 5 gum? Whoa.
Oh. At the end, not.
Oh.
Oh. You can say, oh.
It doesn't feel tense
Old man
though.
having an orgasm. Oh.
It doesn't feel tense though.
Yeah, but instead of old man having an orgasm, oh, make it from the front of your mouth, not oh, at the back. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Alright, should we just put it all together and see?
Let me try and do the high one.
What have you done? Can you just hit... Oh.
Shake this faith. I'm wide awake. It's all at stake. I'll do whatever it takes. I saw the signs.
Yo, Jade, you know how everything else on the song is like nice and pretty? Do dirty vocals. Dirty shit.
When I was trying to do some of the more gritted vocals and harsh vocals, especially in Breaking Illusions, we had some, what's the word? Unique techniques to get the sound out.
What I did all day on the day of that was just piss her off.
If I was more annoyed, it helped with the grit. So Mitch would purposely piss me off before recording any gritty vocals.
Just give her anger, pure unadulterated anger. And it worked. I mean, she sounds pissed off.
I always focus on the main vocals first, and then we normally have a separate day for the backing vocals and harmonies, and I would leave the gritted vocals and or screamy parts until very last because I'm getting there with harsh vocals, but I'm still learning how to do it. So often it tires me out and it kind of puts me out of commission. So the plan is it's a lot of green tea, get the gritted vocals out of the way last, and then vocal rest for the rest of the day. So later on you'll see that in Carry On and Vanitas we had some gang vocals. Hello, welcome to another behind the scenes video. What we're doing today, boys? We're doing some gang vocals for the EP. They're just getting set up and I'm gonna make them sing. Ha ha ha. I have to teach the boys, Elijah, Mark, and Mitch. John was busy that day.
For those of you who may know, there was a day where people from the band got together to record gang vocals. I was not there that day. So unfortunately, I was involved in an incident relating to chicken nuggets.
And now I say a grand illusion stands before me. I will not fall, I will not falter. The great unknown calls to me.
I want you all to know, as a Welshman, I'm the only man in this band that can sing.
Mark was definitely best of the three.
Regarding group vocals, on a scale of 1 to 10, wanted to die,
Elijah was a very shy boy, but we got there in the end and he did great.
I'd say I don't think it was that bad. I'd probably give it a 7.
I forgot what I was gonna say. This stupid lyric, it really fucks me off. Why did she f***ing put a grand illusion? And the great
Somebody
illusion
once told me the
in the
world is
same
gonna
fucking
I ain't the
chorus.
sharpest tool.
I fucking hate
She was looking kinda
And now I say a grand illusion stands before me. I will not fall, I will not falter. The great unknown calls to me, calls to me.
When recording the group vocals for Carry On, a absolute ghost from my closet reappeared, and I decided to get an American accent. So, people who have known me since I was 12, when I was 12, I had an American accent. I full-on had an American accent. Long story short, autism. All I did before the age of 12 was watch Discovery Channel. So I was like, yo, American Chopper, coolest dudes. Orange County, yes, coolest dudes. I'm gonna speak like them. And then I did, for God knows how long, until I got elocution lessons. I'll carry on for you.
Carry on for you. I'll carry on for you.
And then the final result for those group vocals, it just really made the songs a lot more full, I think, and a lot more emotional as well. I mean, particularly Carry On, the group vocals that are in Carry On or Carry On for You, and that's about my granddad who unfortunately passed away, and that's a song that's really, really important to me. So to have kind of some of my closest friends singing along with me, supporting me in that moment in the song, it made it really emotional, and yeah, it really helped back up the message of the song. So listen out for those on track 3 and 4, Carry On and Vanitas.
On this EP, to hype up the fantasy vibes, we really thought it'd be great to include some fantasy creatures. So we got this absolute lioness called Salsa to feature on the EP, and we're very proud of this. We're absolutely proud. She is featured in the likes of Game of Thrones with how like majestic her lioness powers are. The powerful lioness Salsa.
I don't know about the other guys, but when Vanitas first kind of went public, I was very, very nervous, very anxious.
To be quite blunt, I was both terrified and so like, yo, I don't care. But I didn't really care too well how, obviously I wanted the launch to go well, but I didn't care too much how it went.
It'd been all of this kind of behind the scenes stuff, like getting it ready, and then it was finally going to be there. And it's one of those things with a band and with anything that, like, once you get the ball rolling, you got to keep it rolling. Whereas at least before you push the ball, you've got all this time to figure it out.
Because Ghostly Coast to me was like, don't know if anyone's ever gonna like this. It's very out there, I think, musically. Not too out there, but it's just a blend of like melodeath, black metal, Final Fantasy soundtrack ass having stuff, gent and all that. But I was a bit like, this is so like just me and just like a melting pot of what I like, that I was like, yo, I don't think anyone's gonna like this, but I don't care because I love it.
Withheld optimism, and then but also stress, because you're learning to do a bunch of new different things.
Surprisingly, it went well.
Response was really good, actually.
I was quite surprised because obviously I've taken a break myself, and then to come back to have sort of like a heart welcome response from people and you guys as well was quite nice.
And people love the song, and that still blows my mind a bit.
We put a lot of effort into the promotion of Vanitas, especially get it off the ground, especially because when we first launched Vanitas online, it was 2 weeks before Ghostly Coast. We really wanted to get as many people over to the page, over to our social media pages, and involved as possible, so that when we released our first song, they'd actually see it. So one way we did that is we did a little competition. And it was definitely interesting getting used to being behind a camera again after lockdown and just being away from it all for a bit. Hi, we're Vanitas.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Jade.
I'm John.
That's not John, it's Mark. Hello. You make this so difficult. It should be a 10-second job. Hiya.
Hey guys, Comedy Shorts Gamer here.
Say something normal. Hello.
Alright, boys.
So, 2/5 of Vanitas here. I must have verb the noun.
Wow.
Hello.
So when we released Ghostly Coast, response again was really good.
Ghostly Coast release day was very exciting because with the launch of the band like 2 weeks earlier, it wasn't really showing much other than a logo and a promo picture and being like, big things coming soon, which everyone hears all the time from every band, oh, big things coming soon. So Ghostly Coast was our putting our money where our mouth is. It's saying, oh, look, we do have big things coming soon, proof. So it was really exciting. And I think me and Mitch stayed up till midnight, and when the song first went live on Spotify, we was listening to it. First listen of Ghostly Coast. It's out. It's out.
I actually feel like I wrote this song like all very close to a year ago now. Like I swear it's like 10 months. Like pre other members leaving the band times this song was wrote in our previous venture. But now it's out and I'm like, yo, I can't believe this.
Ghostly, ghostly curse, ghostly, ghostly curse, ghostly, ghostly, ghostly curse, ghostly, ghostly curse, ghostly, ghostly, ghostly curse, ghostly, ghostly curse, ghost, ghost, ghost.
The hype. The hype. The hype. The hype. The shiny forehead as well.
It's gone through such a glow up since we first wrote it as well. Like it's grown with us, not to be crazy.
I really like watching like the music videos on the release day, even several days after the release day. It was kind of weird when my cousins told me that they had been listening to it and watching it. It was like, oh god, people know what I look like now.
People regularly comment on on our page and stuff like that, who none of us know. None of us know them, and that's a bit blindsided. You never really expect that.
Didn't really have much experience doing a music video beforehand. We did Doom with the verb the noun in the past, and that was great. Well, that was us in a rehearsal room DIYing it all, and then Ghostly Coast was our first proper music video. A massive shout out to Adam from Dekesis 7th Sky Media for doing that for us.
Dude, I like this.
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
so I got all of it.
Drums.
Yeah,
Dude, the guy's gone.
all of it.
The guitars, man. Wow, her voice.
This is called, I got the subgenre for this. This is blackened, hot secretary,
Office metal.
office metal.
First review of Ghostly Coast was kind of mental to me. Just the subtle things where I was like, yeah, people actually appreciate the shit I like. Like, I remember the first one called it like a black metal epic or something like that, and I was a bit like, oh, someone likes my attempts at black metal. They're like, bit in Ghostly Coast. That's very black metal like, for example. People seem to actually appreciate that.
Especially with it being sort of our first release, to get that response straight off the bat is quite positive, really.
Our debut single Ghostly Coast is out now. If you like dead riffs and heavy metal, check it out on Spotify.
If I have to make another TikTok in my pajamas, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Back in the verb and the noun days, I ended up as a joke. Well, we ended up kind of writing a power metal song, and as a joke, I suggested we just call it Dekesis backwards, and Mitch was like, Sissicab, and then that's the name. So we've always been dreaming of playing with Dekesis ever since then.
So the real reason why I do taking vocals whenever we rehearse or anything is because Jade is super embarrassed by the fact that I'm actually one of, if not the most incredible power metal vocalists known to man. Jonathan Young gets lessons off me.
What a wild ride that was. We had some. It was a gig we was really excited for ages. Our good friends Dekesis asked us to open their album launch at the Asylum, which is, you know, a big metal venue in Birmingham, 600 cat, and it's a venue we never thought we'd play this early into the band, like, you know, especially not for our first gig. So having this opportunity was like amazing. We really, really wanted to do it justice. But we had some complications on the day, unfortunately.
It was both wonderful and terrifying because on the day our drummer was like, yo, my back's f***ed, I can't play anymore. Imagine that in a Welsh accent. And yeah, on the day I had to sort drum tracks and everything, and it was probably the most stressed I've ever been before a gig. Yo, being thrown into the fire when gigging is probably the best way to get introduced to it at the end of the day.
We got there in the end, like we always do. So, and only go up from here.
So one thing we actually did for the Dekesis gig is we did these little merch bundles, these limited edition Ghost Co bundles as like a little nod to the music video. And as part of that, I thought it'd be a great idea to do handwritten lyric sheets because, you know, it's a unique piece of merchandise. It was something I could do, I could produce myself. And why did I f***ing do that? A 7-minute song, handwritten, and I was like, I spent hours writing these things out. And it paid off, we sold the bundles, but oh my god, like, never again.
I really like seeing people do like outside playthroughs of riffs, solos and that. And I was like, yo, there's this really cool place that my friend Connor showed me called the Ironworks. Let's just go to it and film a little playthrough video just for the fun of it.
We are in a random field to film the solo of Ghostly Coast. I'm here with Mitch and Mitch's mum. And we've fell in a lot of puddles already.
It was after so much fucking rain.
I landed in a big puddle. This is where we're gonna film. Just looking for a place with a bit more sunlight.
I hate life right now.
Hate you right now?
Yeah, well, look at my shoes.
Yeah, look at my shoes.
And look at mine.
And I'm pretty sure, like, up to there got muddy.
We're doing a setup. I was camera lady that day. Little beknownst to us, we didn't check the weather and it had rained a lot the day before and it was just a mud bath. It turned out great.
Between Ghostly Coast and Breaking Illusions, there was just a lot of EP prep and planning involved because for numerous reasons the EP got delayed a few times and it was just a bit chaotic.
So we had a few changes between Ghostly Coast and the kind of rest of the EP coming together. I mean, originally we was going to release the EP in like May. And honestly, I'm very glad we didn't do that because we just wasn't ready. And I was trying to cram too much into too little space of time. You know, a lot of us in the band, we was working full time. Some of us were finishing a degree. It was too much to do it by May and do it justice the way we wanted to. I mean, what really changed our plans is we was going to film the Breaking Illusions music video. And that same week, Elijah got COVID. And it cancelled a gig for us and it cancelled this music video shoot. And it really bummed me out. It was a real setback, really. It was kind of one of those silver lining things where it was for the better in the end because it gave us so much more time to plan more for the release, especially for the release show and getting it all together, which definitely helped in the long run. I don't know if she likes that.
I don't know if she likes blast beats.
Sauce is not a fan of blast beats.
So, this EP took a toll on my sanity.
So how's recording going?
Wow.
I decided in my infinite wisdom to record and mix this EP during the final year of my university degree, during my final semester pretty much. I was finishing my dissertation and everything, all while doing this EP. It drove me mental, absolutely mental, the workload, and I don't ever recommend it to anyone.
I hate that so much.
You sound like a car that can't start.
Me figuring out that I can talk into my guitar. Immediately redo guitar parts I decide I hate. Immediately redo bass parts I decide I hate. Things I'm going to regret writing until the end of time. Solos I regret writing. Immediately redo so much because in the mix I was like, this doesn't sit right, and I know why, and it bugged me because I was like, yo, I didn't mute that string just enough when I was playing that one note so I can hear it, and I need to make it cleaner.
Hello.
Hey.
What are we doing?
We're giving Vanitas' next single, Breaking Illusions, a test try in the car.
Car test. We
Yes,
call it.
boy.
We call it car time, and every time when we think a mix is done, we sit in the car and we listen. I like it. It's vibey.
It needs more bass drum.
More bass drop?
More bass drum.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Comics 2, this time with ice cream.
Hell yeah.
What are we doing, Mitch?
Cheeky EP first listen though.
Car checking the entire EP. Let's go.
Right, okay. Mitch has this growing obsession.
I absolutely love dive bombs.
Those of you who have a whammy bar know that it is very, very fun to whittle. I fully support Mitch's obsession with whammy bars and dive bombs in the songs, and it's pretty fun.
They're cool. However, for every dive bomb, I'm getting an override, and if you don't let that happen, it isn't a fair deal.
Just there with his trem doing his thing.
Guys, it's time for me to record dive bombs.
Sounds so stupid.
That was not a good dive bomb!
It sounds like the guitar equivalent of a fart.
I like dive bombs. I think I didn't do them standing up. I mean, that sounds daft.
Go on then.
Mixing and mastering the EP was one hell of an experience, to say the least. Definitely a challenge because I've never really mixed with full orchestras in mind in a metal context, and the mid-range is such a beast. It was fun, very fun, learning how to do all that and carve out the spaces for individual instruments, learning how to properly level everything. But mixing it as a total for this EP was more of a learning curve, I'd say. I'd like to think whatever comes out next from us is going to sound a fair bit better. Same with mastering. First time I mastered, realistically, by myself, was Doom from our old alias of Verb the Noun. So I really threw myself in at the deep end.
He did an amazing job, but obviously it came with its challenges balancing it with everything else. So, especially when you consider all the tears and laughs and late nights and all of that, when we finally sat down after all the kind of car mix checks and whatnot, finally hearing it was just, oh my god, we've done it. It felt like it was never going to be finished, and it was out there, and it was, yeah, it's just again, it's like it's your little baby, and then we birthed the baby, and it's like, oh my god, it's our baby, and it's in the world, and we love it.
I remember listening to it thinking, yeah, this is the one, boys. This is it. Mixed emotions, really. Just proud, happy, just excited, really, to get it out there.
You listen to it after being there the whole way and knowing that this is what it's going to sound like, this is what it's going to sound like, and you get there and you're very, very proud. You're not surprised, just listened to it the whole time. But you're proud as... although I probably wasn't as proud as Mitch was, because he mixed he mixed it.
So this is a little fun fact. When the EP was finally finished and mastered, I listened to it 3 times all the way through. 1 time all the way through in a car, 1 time all the way through his earphones, and then 1 time all the way through speakers. And I was kind of like, okay, I've got the experience of how everyone will listen to it. I need to take a break from it. We're like ages away from the EP release now, and I listen to parts occasionally, but nothing can quite beat the like absolute relief and excitement of finishing it. Like, I just need to have a break from it after all that, because the excitement was insanely intense for me. I was like, yo, it's done. It was freeing almost, because I didn't have to think about it anymore. Kind of need to just, you can sit there forever polishing a mix, and no matter what, it'll always be like 90% done to you. Just have to have a cutoff point. I can honestly thank Jade very much for like giving me my cutoff point, because I think I probably would have drove myself even more mad doing like minute changes over the spaces of long periods of time. I mean, I was doing that until the nth hour with tom levels, for example.
this is a music video shoot.
It
We do
is.
not know what we're doing anymore. Please
I mean,
send us money.
we do. I do at least. But yes, we're here at Cat Socks for our second music video shoot. We thought we would do some behind the scenes shots again, and we're just getting set up.
For like the whole music video shoot, it was incredibly fun. Just like messing around.
Yeah, no, I really like the whole vibe of the music video. It's still got that sort of like, you know, we made it vibe to it, but it's also like there's a lot of heart in it. There's a lot of warmth in it. It's really nice.
Mark, what are you doing? Struggling. Not really.
Here we see.
Just in a funny, goofy mood. So this is going to be our sort of backdrop. We're going to go dark and moody for this one. I'm sure you'll know why if you've heard the song by this point. And we've got Mitch ripping up a red shirt because he's going to be anger personified. Vanitas ear reveal. John, what does your ear look like? Fairly normal, 7 out of 10. Elijah, ear reveal.
Long requested debut.
Oh. Ta-da! Ear reveal, go. Like a weird elf, but not. Just look at my earrings. My earrings are cool.
Feet pics?
Ta-da! Ruined. Mitch.
Yo.
Vanitas ear reveal, go.
So I got one ear.
Your ear's
I'm not
fair-
Vincent.
You've got only one ear.
I'm Vincent Van Gogh. I've only got one ear.
Mark, Vanitas ear reveal, go. Oh, your ears are already out. You win.
Yeah.
Drums, be ready to go.
Drunkest feel you can.
So as I mentioned earlier, I wore this white dress for the music video, and I actually, well, I say I made it myself. Mitch will beef me if I say that. Mitch made it.
So with Jade's outfit, we kind of went a bit mental with the whole cardboard knife ripping technique.
Mitch putting cardboard under it and like slashing at it with a craft knife.
I think we were doing it on set as well, which is, by the way, don't do it. Don't do that. It's not a good idea.
It said like everything is okay on it because, you know, I was playing the character of Denial.
And she, you know, decided to draw all over it.
And oh my god, never have I been closer to death. I'm not good at standing still, so partly my fault, but yeah, trying to like rip holes into that dress was an experience.
We're swashbuckling now.
Oh my god, Mark.
This was more terrifying. We believe in health and
I also have no
safety
depth
here.
perception, guys.
Oh no.
So he was in danger.
So we're starting off with the performance shots. We're all dressed up. Mitch has got his anime hair. I've got my flowy skirt. Elijah's got his edgy jacket. We're ready to go.
Kill me.
Comparison between Breaking Illusions and Ghosty Coast. Yeah, kind of just a different vibe really, and different sort of tone on what we were going for. They are sort of similar in the terms of the outcomes of how you've got sort of like a negative aspect of your life and then going to a positive outcome. There's just sort of different sort of themes that we've wrapped into both of them.
So I had a lot of fun with Breaking Illusions. Compared to Ghostly Coast, it didn't feel as nervous because we'd already done it once before. Especially filming with Adam again, we felt a bit more comfortable, knew what we was doing. It was definitely a different environment. We didn't have as much setup because with this music video, it was just kind of a black backdrop, and we did it more in a, what's the word, like a representative way rather than with actual props and things. I think the main difference for me is Breaking Illusions felt more chill on filming day, except for my wardrobe malfunction, which we don't talk about. Time to do the performance shots. Woo.
Noise.
Uma, 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 uma.
Alright, here we go.
performance shots, but we thought we'd bust out the smoke machine for a few.
How does it feel knowing that you, sir, are the absolute, without a doubt, sexiest member of the band?
Well, I guess you could say it feels empowering.
Bow, bow, wow, 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 wow. So, doing Mitch's hair for the performance shots, and he looks like he's got a mullet from the back.
Heck yeah.
Lunch break.
Lunch.
KFC. KFC.
Elijah's doing his individual shots, so we thought now would be a good time.
Pescatarian, you cannot eat at KFC.
Yeah, so now is a good time to go get a KFC. So when we got around to filming the Breaking Illusions music video, we had this really clear concept for it, which was 5 stages of grief. So if you didn't know, Breaking Illusions is a breakup song, and it's all about kind of how when you go through a breakup, you often mirror those 5 stages of grief. So we thought a cool visual concept for the music video would be each of us playing a character of this stage of grief. So I had the lovely role of Denial. So we're on to the narrative shots. We're going to be pretending to be the 5 stages of grief. I'm playing Denial. It's my everything is okay top. So I thought for my look, it's going to be like smoky, unclear, white, grey. So I wore this white top for it. And yeah, we all kind of played our part.
My sort of character or persona in the Breaking Illusions video was depression.
Look sad. Be sad. Sad Elijah.
The idea kind of behind that is your boy's depressed, so I don't know how. Do I say that?
Cry, Elijah. Cry on camera now.
My character was bargaining, and we decided on the colour purple for that. I wore purple trousers and you can't see them.
John is bargaining.
Smokehouse without having a beer too.
I tried to play the character of anger, and anyone will know me, and you can probably get the vibe from this. I don't take myself very seriously. I tried to be anger in that, and it was hard. There is me ranting about anime as outtakes. There's a lot of just strange rants.
Because I did so well as the angry boss. They all wanted me to be like anger or something like that, and I was like, nah. I'm acceptance. I'm the happy one this time.
Maybe I could how far down can you look? So your face isn't. Well, I'm just trying to not get his. Wait, look up. I want to fix your face.
Man. Cosmetic surgery.
I'm getting in character now. I'm going to start being Aggie.
Yeah.
Alright, no.
There you go, no eyes. I mean, your nose gives it away.
You dizzy fuck!
Yeah, just stay like that and just.
Man's gonna speak your George!
When recording the video, I can't remember exactly how it happened now, but Jade full-on just fucking punched me.
Yeah, following along from me not being able to stand still, one scene we filmed the Breaking Illusions music video, I actually forgot about this until Mitch asked me this question. I hit Mitch in the lip by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Give it
try
to
and
me.
hide your face. Ow! Why don't you? I was trying to get you back, but you turned around as I moved, and then it was too late. It was an accident. I want to make that very clear. It was an accident. I was flailing my arms, and I went, and it hit me in the lip. And I think I cut his lip. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get on a film job? Did you capture the domestic abuse?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Ha! Ha!
I had a bleeding lip.
Are you happy, bitch? Are you sad? Are you angry? Good.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Mitch. But also, it was ages ago, so get over it. Love you. Sorry. Mitch, give us your best grr.
Charlotte, yeah? Fucking dickheads, man! Absolute fucking dickheads, right? They sell these stupid fucking 4i4s that break immediately! What the fuck? Stupid, absolute fucking shite interfaces, man! Stupid, man! Like, they fucking turn up, it arrives, and then when it arrives, it decides to fucking break immediately. And then I'm like, sick, I just gotta fucking deal with it then. Just fucking deal with it. But no, I don't wanna fucking deal with it. So what? I complain to Amazon and they're like,
this is basically my Tuesday night.
It's still technically fucking broken.
We're almost done, and Mitch is being angry, girl.
I'm gonna rip my t-shirt off.
He is.
For the music video, I decided it'd be great to parody a Super Saiyan transformation scene.
And this is to go even further beyond. Ah!
There you go.
The next gig we did was in early May time, and it was the Black Orchid Empire gig. And it was a really, really good gig because we didn't have no drummer malfunctions that time. So it was just really nice to finally be on stage with a full lineup. Actually, tell a lie, the backing track decided to die on our last song, so we had to kind of play it without the big orchestra and strings, which was a bit nerve-wracking, but to be fair, we pulled it off, and the crowd didn't even seem to notice, to be fair.
This is all I have to say about the Black Orchid Empire gig. It was really awesome. I carried like 300 kilograms worth of drum kit up some stairs. Black Orchid Empire were awesome. So were North Atlas, and I love them. And they're awesome, and the bass player has one of the fattest bass tones I've ever heard in my life.
Was it Dead Wax in Digbeth? It's a nice little venue, and it's actually a nice kind of full circle because Dead Wax is where we played our first ever gig as Verb the Noun years ago. So to kind of go back there was kind of nice and nostalgic.
It was our second gig, I believe. It's just good to get out and play to people.
It went really, really well. As far as I'm concerned, with my monitors there not being able to hear the rest of the stage, I played really well. I'm good at the drums, and I really enjoyed myself.
So, Breaking Illusions was a strange release because the song probably is the most commercial on the EP, I'd say. It's the most, like, in sound at the moment. And I was kind of like, people will probably like this. But the breakdown, that's where a lot of people talked about, because Jade has realistically only ever done cleans. She's done a little bit of like grittiness as like backing vocals, but never the main vocal being absolute screams.
It was a bit nerve-wracking because following on from Ghostly Coast felt difficult because Ghostly Coast is such this big grand song that I didn't know what the reaction would be, but Breaking Illusions is probably, at least according to our Spotify streams, our most popular song. The chorus is a bop, I'm not gonna lie. It's really catchy, and I think a lot of people did latch onto the chorus in particular. And also, of course, I think one of the novelties of the songs that helped push it along a bit is I do my little screamy breakdown, which is the first time I've ever released a song with any form of harsh vocals in it for me.
And I was mostly just hyped to see how people react to that.
Wait, we gotta take that back.
It was came out of
this
nowhere.
Said, she said, you fucking listen when I said, oh shit, I love this fucking band, man. I love this band. Yo,
They're so great.
Then she came out of nowhere all pissed off and shit, dude. You know what I mean?
I know.
Y'all, like, cute little angelic voice, and then she gets all pissed off. And listen to what I say, mother.
I was in particular more nervous about that because I have lots of friends in the metal scene who can do harsh vocals amazingly, and they're incredible at it. And I'm a self-confessed like beginner at that part of vocals, especially. So kind of unleashing it when I'm not 100% kind of proficient in the skill was a bit nerve-wracking.
People loved them though, and I'm very glad they did because they are fucking sick.
Breaking Illusions release. I have my own reactions to this. I was really, really happy and satisfied with everything that came out, and I remember just like being in Liverpool and watching the premiere of the music video release, and I was like, "Hey, people seem to be commenting on this. This is really, really happy."
So I'm a massive Attack on Titan fan, and well, mainly the manga. The anime is fucking sick as well, but the manga is top tier, top tier. And Jacob Rapula remains probably one of the main people I spoke to about the manga. So realistically, I just wanted more and more excuses to work with Jacob. And the kind of styling of Rumbling and that, and how we Vanitas the fuck out of it, works really well as kind of like a hype for the EP. I did some fairly balls to the wall orchestra with that, including that piano solo at the end that I added just for the fun of it. And it was just kind of like, yo, here's a taster of what you can kind of expect from us, but in a way that's kind of tying into the roots of why I loved the sound of our band in the first place, the like Japanese RPG, Japanese anime influences. And it kind of just was a nice warm-up for the EP and allowed us to, it definitely helped on the promotional side of things.
Mitch, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. I don't know how to play reggae. I just don't know how to play reggae.
And then not long after Breaking Illusions was released, the whole EP was released, and it was just this massive release of stress and tension. You know, the day that finally came out, it was just like, oh my god, it's happening.
The vibrations of the air tickling up the souls of individuals, of recorded music, of music used upon and written by us.
Now that the EP is finally wrapped up and out to the world, relieved, as I think we all are, excited.
Now that the EP is out, I can go to
I can very confidently say that EP turned out how I imagined it in my head, which I think when you have this sort of I'm gonna go back to the baby analogy. It's like this little baby of your song that you love, and you've poured your like trauma and love and life stories into it. You really don't want it to then, the execution of it to not match how amazing it feels in your head. So to finally have a scenario where the music I hear in my head sounds that way out loud is, I don't know how else to describe the feeling other than incredible.
It feels really whelming.
It kind of blew my mind that the EP is now out in the world again. I've sat on some of those songs so long. Like, some of them are at the very least from the EP's launch date, like 9 months old. The Carry On verse riff, for example, that's one of the first things I ever remember writing.
Never in my life before this EP have I had that. It's always been, oh well, yeah, this will do. It's always been this will do, because I've never had the skill before this to match what I hear in my brain and what comes out into the world. So doing that, it definitely made me proud. I'm very, very proud of the other members of the band for all the hard work they put in, especially Mitch, because that man has put hours into this. I mean, so have I, but just, I don't know, I think the feeling of doing it together as well is really nice as a group to have that sort of a happy little warm fuzzy moment as well.
And it's just kind of mental to know that people are listening to that and going, yo, that's Vanitas, that is. It's just mind-blowing to me, and I'm forever grateful for anyone who listens to it. It's very personal to me to just go, yo, this is stuff that I f with. Are people gonna actually enjoy it? and every person who enjoys it genuinely just makes me happy.
My favourite song on the EP is Vanitas.
Favorite song for me is, it's a tie between Vanitas and Ghostly Coast for different reasons, because they're very two sides of a coin.
Favorite song on the EP. I've sort of changed. I was very much a Ghostly Coast fanatic at the start. Now I'm kind of leaning towards Carry On / Vanitas. I can't really decide out of the two.
I would argue my favourite song on the EP is Vanitas.
My favourite song on the EP still goes to Coast. It's just the best song on the EP. If you disagree, you're wrong.
I would like to thank my family, my friends, of which most of them are in the band anyway, so I don't need to thank you guys. I'd also like to thank all the people that I've encountered in my life for helping me get to the point where I am now, actually.
I would like to thank Martin. Martin is the best human on earth. And at this point, I probably owe him like £100 in McDonald's. I owe Martin my life.
There's so many people I'd like to thank in the process of making this EP. This video would be a lot longer if I named them all, but I'd like to thank kind of all of our friends in bands that helped us with this. So Ethan for making my vocals sound how I've always wanted them to sound. Amy, of course, from Dekesis, and Adam, and Matt, and Gemma, just all of the Dekesis for just helping us make the videos and program the orchestra, and Amy especially for all of advice with promotion and marketing. I just especially obviously want to thank Mitch, because a lot of the EP really was me and him in this room at this desk, looking at the computer on 5 hours sleep, figuring it out and just taking it in turns. A lot of the process of making this EP was Mitch sat at the desk for 8 hours mixing, and then we'd swap and it would be me doing social media posts and emails and then making a video. And I think the teamwork between the whole band is what made it happen. Thank you to all my friends and family. And yeah, I definitely a thing that I couldn't do alone.
So firstly, I'd like to thank, I'm gonna thank Connor Harvey and Josh Worrell, because during the time of me finishing uni and EP, they just fucking kept me sane. They are absolutely beautiful humans, and I love them both. Without them basically convincing me to actually take a break for myself, I probably would have driven myself mad. I'd also like to thank my wonderful partner Jade, who is just, she kept me sane. Alongside the other two, she mainly kept me sane, to be fair. Because again, she just stopped me nitpicking every part of my performances for the EP. Stopped me nitpicking the mixes. The amount of times that she probably was like, Mitch, don't redo that f***ing vibrato, please. She definitely helped. I'd also like to really, really, really thank the rest of my band for keeping me just motivated.
I'd like to give a massive thanks to the rest of my lovely band people that I'm with. I feel very blessed to be with these guys and the fans.
Fun fact about me as a musician, I don't, other than the 1 month that I spent doing only that, practice metal drums at all. So you lot have no excuse, do you? Just practice.
So, fun fact about me, I can do this on my own.
One fun fact. Okay, here's a fun fact for you. For the solo of Carry On, Mitch wanted, what was it you wanted? What he said. So to help with that, the only way we could figure out to do it is for me to lean over whilst he was recording and manually turn the volume knob up and down.
Think about this one. I was gonna say about the EP that Jake Pitts has listened to it, but I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah. But one fun fact about our EP is that Jake Pitts from Black Veil Brides has indeed listened to it, and I can confirm that he did enjoy it. So, yeah, if that's not a review and a half, I don't know what is.
A fun fact about me relating to this EP is that I am now going to probably be universally hated by anyone who sees me doing middle finger bar chords and index finger based bar chords. That's my thing there.
So you should go listen to the Vanitas EP because I poured all my trauma, love, experiences, life, and love again into the EP, and it's really fucking good. And it does the cool prog thing where the end of the EP loops back around to the start of the EP, and I don't know, I quite enjoy that, and hopefully you will enjoy that too.
You should listen to our new EP because it's just jam-packed with all things prog.
Why should people go listen to the Vanitas EP? I don't know. Maybe it's because Ghostly Coast is on it.
If you're a fan of anything melodic, genty, or progressive, or just in general a massive metal fan, and also like to partake in anything like Final Fantasy or anime themed, this EP is basically packaged to be your thing.
I request that you listen to our EP, Vanitas, by the band Vanitas.
This has been Elijah. Thanks for watching, and I just hope you enjoy the EP.
2049 is all the time we have. All the time we have. They told us! They told us!
Tally ho, my dudes.
Thank you for watching this wonderfully painful and wonderfully beautiful documentary. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. This has been the Making of Vanitas. Thank you and goodbye.